Going live. Hi, everybody. Bill Dube here, and thanks for watching. This is the Bill Dube Variety channel. Welcome to week 41, year 2020, the year of fear. This week, we are going to be critiquing a piece of medical equipment that I use every day, a tactile massager. It's unique. It's fun. Hopefully you'll never be prescribed one because it's actually a prescription thing, and I got because of throat cancer and all that good rot, but you don't want to get into that. So anyways, join me Friday. Also, this is our critique week. We camp, we cook, we critique, create, critique, and we climb. I think it's in that order. Let me see. Cook. I think part of this problem is because I thought I started my live and hi, hey, what's happening, Mick? Anyways, we cook, we camp, we critique, and we climb, and there was another one. Anyways, I started my live, or thought I started my live, and all it was my introductory shot here. Hey, go get a beer. It would make it more, I'd be more friendly on the mic, right, Mick? Anyways, you caught me. You caught me in. Hey, speaking of which, how was your head the other day? I'll say, okay. So anyways, I have a schedule. Here it is. If anybody wants me to send you a copy, just send me your email and I'll send you a copy. But it's basically a simple 5-week schedule, so as not to get bored. It's been suggested that I specialize in one of the areas that I know about, say canoeing, for example. I'm an expert in canoeing. And you say, I thought you would sleep for 24 hours, Mick. I still don't understand how in the heck you can game and answer the chat at the same time. You're a machine, and you definitely did need that 24 hours sleep. So climb, cook, camp, critique, and oh man, I did this wrong, didn't I? I'm going to have to redo my thing. Climb, cook, camp, create, critique. Yeah, I have it in there. It's just for some reason my brain's skipping over it. 5 different things, 5 types of variety. Mick, are you still here? Well, nobody wants to see this. And so anyways, it's been suggested that I would get more viewers if I specialized. However, I'm not really a specialized person. I have a community. I was just taking out the trash. Oh, cool. You're still here. Hey, my cat's still here too. She gets more views than I do. My brother-in-law, my son-in-law, he and my daughter just bought a camper trailer, and they did one video of their new camper trailer, and they got more watch time in the last day and a half than I did all last month. It's amazing. So I should take up gaming, huh? Well, also, as you can see, this is still my messy office. I'm working on getting things more arranged here. It will happen one of these days. The other day, while I was getting ready to do the Friday video, which I hope you all watched, read a book for us. Okay. Seeing as I do things on demand for you, no, wait a second. You do things, you sing for me, Mick. You're a great singer. All right, grits. Grits is a porridge made of boiled cornmeal. Hominy grits are a type of grits made from hominy, corn that has been treated with an alkaline in a process called nixtamalization. whatever the heck that is, with the pericarp removed. Grits is often served with other flavorings, and I do know that because one of the things that went out with me with the cancer was my taste for a long time, and it still hasn't come back all the way. Grits are often served with other flavorings as a breakfast dish. Grits can be either savory or sweet, with savory seasonings being more common. The dish originated in the South, United States, but now is available nationwide. Grits are a popular dinner entree. Maybe just answer this question honestly. Okay, I'll answer it honestly. What is it? Does that mean that I'm not honest? No. Oh, by the way, when somebody says to be honest with you, the first words out of your mouth are, does that mean you're not honest all the other times? Oh, no. Or does that mean you're lying all the other times? Are computers just wasting our lives? That is a very good question. And I realized, COVID, this whole COVID-19 and us all being confined to home. Yes. It's not so much computers, it's the way the computers are programmed. See, one thing that people don't realize is, for example, I'm a reviewer on Amazon, and with COVID-19, excuse me, I got to get some water because my mouth dries out really fast. But with COVID-19, I'm like 99.9% sure that Amazon went full automatic on their review process for reviews. And computers can be so impersonal. I mean, the thing that makes them great also is one of their biggest weaknesses is that they're very impersonal. So there was a programming thing that was in there, and people are used to computers to be something else. Use computers to be something else. Yeah, we use them to game. We use them to read stuff we shouldn't be reading. Kids get corrupted on the internet. We don't need National Geographic anymore. So, computers can be misused or used. It's back in the 80s, there was this big thing about people are using computers to cheat on their wives, and it was run in the newspaper, of course. And I pointed out to the newspaper that if they weren't using the computers, they'd be using your advertising, and you're just a little bit disturbed that they're not using your advertising. Someone else. People use computers to be someone else. Oh, no kidding. And I'm me. I'm all about variety, and I'm a WYSIWYG person. What you see is what you get. And unfortunately, and Mick, and the reason why you're asking this is because in the gamer community, people oftentimes are a lot different than they really are in real life. They'll say all sorts of things to your face and online that they wouldn't even think about saying to anybody. Right, Mick? Mick, how many bottles was it anyways? Exactly. Yay! So when you're due to start, wow, I'm actually cutting into your stream today. Or are you streaming that too at the same time? I never know. You are just, oh, by the way, I need to make a comment right now, public service. WhoKnows Who? If you haven't checked out Mick's site, make sure to go to WhoKnows Who on YouTube. Also, thanks to David Walsh for my microphone, and thanks to everybody. I mean, we are all in this together, especially the ones of us who aren't to 10,000 subscribers or more yet. 5 pounds. Oof. I think I would have been brought to the hospital, Mick, if I had that much. Actually, I know I would at this stage of the game. Message retracted. Oh, yeah, I'd message retract that one too. I wonder if that'll show up on my live feed. Will it actually get deleted? I hope so, for everybody's sake. That was when Mick admitted that I was the best YouTuber he knows, and that no, he didn't. I would have gone for more only for family. For more only for the family. I would have gone for more only for the family. Are you talking about more subs? Oh, yeah, no kidding. They were getting up, weren't they? I could hear them in the background. And you're a great dad. I mean, you take your kids all over the place. I mean, I don't even answer this cat that's screaming at me. But you want to know the truth about Frankie? She's always doing this. Good times, good session. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, it was good time. I especially liked the way that you had and you said such nice things to that guy from Australia. I mean, I think he will become your most ardent fan. Oh man, I didn't even do my lighting. So there, that almost looks better. There, now I look more human. I don't know what it is about lighting. It seems like the less light you have with a computer and computer lighting, the better. Hey, Mick, we're cutting into your time. Don't you usually start broadcasting around this time of the day? Mick is one of the best computer gamers on YouTube. You got to watch him. And he does DayZ, and he does it just as I do something with a twist. I can't even remember what I used to say I did with a twist, but anyways, he does DayZ with a twist, I would call it, because it's a different set of rules when you're in Mick's house. Not today. Taking a few days off. You deserve every single day off you take. If I could just convince you to take 2 days off a week, I think that you're wouldn't have 24-hour time periods where you're off the grid. Instead, have a scheduled 48-hour time period a week. What do you think of that? And are we still not talking about he who shall not be named? Yes, we aren't talking about him. Oh, well. I hope that you find, well, you were on a server, obviously, so you did find a server. So one that you're happy with. Excuse me. See, really, Mick, mine is full of whiskey. And if you believe that, I got some land in Florida to sell you. The only problem with dropping down the light is that your screen gets a lot more grainy. Some people are around for certain reasons. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of like the court jester. I want to have it my way rather than fitting into that mold. You know, hopefully people will appreciate the variety aspect of my channel someday. And I have another extra long time. I think what I'm going to do, Mick, if you don't mind, I'm not going to cut out our conversation, but I'm going to cut it all the way down to the point where I mention your channel and the YouTube. And when I do that for the restream, I'll cut it there. Would that be okay? If people know where they stand, I'm a cool guy. Yeah, I know where I stand. I stand right here in the United States of America, where we have a president who's in the hospital and did a drive-by the other day to show all of his supporters that he is still this side of the dirt, and he's having a great day too. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll just leave it live. People can watch as much as they want, and then cut off after that. This is my second live. Seems like great business. Yeah. Well, I'm working at doing better business. And I'm beginning to realize that these experts on YouTube are much like computers. I mean, they're just saying towing the party line. And because they toe the party line, then they get the little algorithm bump. And the problem is people don't realize they don't even, we don't know what the algorithm's looking for. No, read correctly. Oh, wait a second. If people know where they stand, I'm a cool guy. Seems like a great businessman. Me? Hopefully me. I know I'm debt free. You won't meet many business guys that are debt free. Oh, Trump is, yeah, he's a smart guy. Definitely a lot smarter than people have ever given him credit for. And, not to talk politics, but we're talking politics. I don't think we really have a choice. What are you complaining about? Very little wars. Oh, God, no kidding. I think this has been the quietest time for the United States military-wise in the last 4 years. I mean, the only people burning down our ships is ourselves. Bonham Richard burnt to the ground because of contractors. There are one of our although I also blame the ship themselves. I mean, I've been through a yard period too when I was in the Navy, and you had to watch after contractors, make sure that they don't do stuff like that. I mean, no word. He knows more money elsewhere. Who, me have money elsewhere, or Trump have money elsewhere? I mean, my money's a lot smaller. You could take all my money and it won't even go into one of his pockets. No wars. Yeah. The money does go elsewhere when it's not going to wars. Unfortunately, though, in analysis, when you look at the United States, we are a war-based economy, and money's made in war. Money ain't in wars anymore. Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected then, because who knows who better than you? I mean, yeah, there's no telling where the money is these days, and the thing is it swings in such large amounts that money in one pocket one day can be totally gone tomorrow. You ain't got an economy. Hey, no kidding. I have no argument there. I think that it's a question of the king's clothes. I think I think all of the countries are basically bankrupt. Once we went to what they call fiat currency, where our money is not backed by anything other than our good word, and we can print as much as we want. The dollar, we're going to be lucky if the dollar doesn't become like the German mark did prior to World War II, when, or was it one? I think it was two, when you could literally wallpaper your wall with the German mark because it was cheaper than wallpaper. No one has an economic country anymore. Money is broken. Yeah. Yeah. You got that right. And we're all sniffing the glue as far as that concerned, because if you believe that your money in your pocket is true, I mean, there are people saying that the farmers are going to become the next people that are rich because we all need to eat. Remember when Henry Ford said, oh God, I don't know, but he did, famous for the Model T and also famous for his stubbornness about not changing the design. Just do what works until it doesn't work anymore. So what did Henry Ford say? Hey, by the way, what do you think of my new channel art? Anarchy will follow after they find out about the financial word. Yeah, unfortunately, they've been trying their best in the last couple of months to have total anarchy here. I don't know about the rest of the world, but this whole thing with Antifa is insane. Oh, we're getting political, but it's just you and me, so doesn't really matter. It's happening slowly. Yeah, yeah. It's just like anything else in life. It all happens in degrees. It's like the old frog story. There's the story about a frog. You throw a frog in hot water, the first thing it's going to do is jump out. But if you want to cook the frog, you put them in the water when it's tepid. You just slowly raise the temperature. And the frog gets used to it, lazy and lazy until it just sits back and says, cook me, cook me. You can almost hear it. It's happening slow. It will be okay, though. Of course, it's going to be okay because my retirement will go when the government folds. If the government folds, there goes my retirement. Just go with the flow. Yes. Nobody knows the trouble I've had. Nobody knows my sorrow. Yeah. 2-time survivor. Yay! 28-year survivor of the Navy. Yay! Actually, that wasn't survival. Today, there's no way I could make it in the Navy. The standards and the double standards, and you look at somebody cross-eyed, you get fired. It's just ridiculous. So you're taking today off too. Cool. What's the plans for this evening? Oh, by the way, remember how when on the last David Walsh thing you sat in, he was saying, don't go live. He's saying go live now for people on their channels. Was going to paint. Oh, you're going to paint tonight? Yeah. Well, just let me know when you want to go paint, because I'll let you go whenever you want, or I'll talk as long as you want. Or you can ask me all the mysterious questions that what goes on in Bill Dube's crazy warped head. Plus, I need the practice talking to the camera like Mick does when he gets up right in there, and you can see his eyeball. Hey, by the way, you use what's your microphone that you use when you're on air? Is it a separate mic, or is it that one in your headset? It looks like you're talking on, well, actually, it doesn't look like, I know you're talking on two different channels. Who was saying what about going live? Oh, maybe you already cut out of his broadcast, but it was during one of the lockdown sessions where he was saying going live is not, it can actually hurt your channel instead of growing your channel. It was related to that. And certain channels, it's good to go live, and other channels, it's not good to go live. And it's only good to go live if you could schedule it. And speaking of which, I'm going to schedule my going live weekly, because now he's saying that you should go live weekly. I'm thinking 1:30 my time on Mondays, and that'll be my intro video where I spend the first little bit of the video getting what needs to be said, which is basically that this week I'm going to be doing Tactile Massager and showing how that piece of medical apparatus is used. And then after that, if somebody catches me online, I'll talk to them as much as they want. Connects to the controller. Turtle Beach headset. There. He's listening to him. Elves listen to him. Oh, Daryl Eves listens to him. Okay. And I listen to you, Mick. I mean, you got a lot of insight, and it's obvious that you know what you're doing. And I think it's masterful that you're now doing the vlogs. I'm sure that those are getting a lot of views. I know I put a like on them every time and watch them. And the river born. That is a beautiful river, by the way. And what is the current on there? It looked to me like about a 5-knot current, which means that if somebody's dumb enough to fall in, unless they know how to get out, they're going to drown. Daily's listening to him. Oh, okay. I think I've found, is that the guy that has all, literally has millions of subscribers, and he's a little bit overweight? Because I have seen him, I think. He's got like, and what he did was, if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he did the divide and conquer thing to multiply. And so he did a bunch of sub channels. You know what I also realized is this system is broken, unfortunately, the YouTube system. And they're going to realize it one of these days, because I noticed that my BDV cat channel, which is a sub channel of mine, that can also put a like on a video. So using that thought, immediately I figured, well, geez, why doesn't somebody just get the idea? And I'm sure somebody already has. It's just that YouTube hasn't caught them yet. Just have 1 million sub channels. And that way you could end up having a million. You could tell somebody, oh, Mick, I can guarantee you 1 million subscribers. And then one would be multiplied into 1 million. What do you think of that? Yeah, I thought it was that guy. And yeah, I kind of do like him, and he does come across a little bit easier on the ears. The one thing that I do like about David and Lena are that they, they're real people, and I always like when you find that people are people that you can reach out and touch. And I'll leave a comment or two on a couple of. I think I am subscribed to Daryl's channel. Exactly. Whoever my dislikes, heck, yeah, those people, the ones you dislike, they better watch out. You better watch out. You better not piss off who knows who out there, because if you piss off Mick, that's a big mistake. Or my cat, because she'll just jump on your face at night and claw you to death. And this is why we don't make our videos for children, and we don't say that children should be watching. Fake as a man. The one we were talking about before. And yes, I'm getting that general impression, and I feel that there's actually the person behind the scenes who's doing the bulk of the work and getting like zero credit for it. And sometime when you and I, you got a pen and paper, I'll give you my phone number there, Mick. Although if I do that, it goes out to everybody, doesn't it? Because my recorded voice is recorded along with this recording. I'll get on Discord and give you my phone number. But yeah, I've been getting that general impression. And I think part of it is, although which one are we talking about? That would just give me initials. Is it DE or DS? Or no, DE or DW, excuse me. Man, I can't even think straight today. That's the joys of having your brain fried. Because I can't see how they could zap in for the cancer and not be hitting me with some in my brain. I forgot everything happened after 6 years old. No. So is Elena calling you right now? I think that's your name of your wife. Who knows who? No, don't do that. This is way to communicate on YouTube. I never talk to anyone. Only live. I will talk about. Oh, live. I will talk about. No, don't do that. This is the way to communicate on YouTube. I never talk about anyone. Only live. I will talk about one person. Yeah, yourself, right? Because you got to talk about yourself. And me, I never talk about people behind their backs. That's probably true. That's a good judgment, and that's why you got so upset the other day, because somebody was talking behind your back. Although never ever, come on, Nick. We all talk about other people, whether you want to admit it or not. We do. That's why I have tinnitus. You know, they say you get a ringing in your ears when somebody's talking about you. Well, I guess that must be what my tinnitus is. People are always talking about me. Not in my community, I don't. Yeah, but when you're outside of your community, maybe, right? Although I have a feeling that the rules are maybe a little bit different because you have less people to deal with over there. And so being in good with the neighbors probably means a lot more. It's a different culture, I guess. That's one thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration and why there's so many ugly Americans in the world because they go overseas and they don't pay attention to what the culture is. Although fake as a man, I wonder where you were going with that. Someday we'll have that. And that jerking of me is my elbow falling off the desk because I have 2 5-foot desks in here, 1, 2, 3 computers, probably another one hiding somewhere in just this room alone. Well, Mick, I'll give you a little bit more time here to see if you're still in the house because I had only planned on going for 5-10 minutes. And this is what the end of a live event looks like. See, if I was gaming, that would be, I should have little hand something for you to watch or keep entertained. I know these are all my stores back here for creation because there's a lot of creating that goes on. This is for planning over here. And this is a piece of artwork. It's a litho of dust mites magnified 10 million times. These are tables that fold up and get put away. I can use those I use those a lot of times when it comes tax time, spread out all my papers. This is my filing cabinets, which have all of my financials and history and you name it in there. And then just all sorts of other stuff all throughout this room. And I think I've lost Mick. So we'll give it another 2 minutes. If anybody else drops in, I'll chat with them and then see where to cut this stream off because I haven't done much streaming. So we have at 2:20, we will cut this stream off if there isn't any more discussion. Again, oh, wait a second. Your phone dropped and I'm back. Yay! He's back. I can live another moment. I was just getting ready to cut the stream if you weren't coming back here in a little bit. I didn't know you dropped it. Yeah, the batteries and stuff. I've had many a phone call get put off because I dropped my phone and then the batteries fell out of them. Because believe it or not, I still have one of these type of phones. Yep, old school. Although this one isn't really totally old school because what I did was last year the cable company took away my phone. Hi, Jeff J. How are you doing? And how's your day going? I was just talking about the fact that we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, and we climb. And this week we're doing tactile massage and answering questions. Fake YouTube can be, is what I mean. Oh, God, yes. No kidding. For example, today I was looking for reference to just a simple PDF editor. And, everybody wanted to jump in on it. And it was 20 thumbnails down where I found somebody that looked like they knew what they were talking about. And I actually did. I'm getting pretty good at spotting, who's the real expert and who's the wannabe expert. I mean, one thing I've learned is I never claim to be a coffee expert anymore, or that I even know how to brew the stuff. Because when I put the best espresso in an Il Primo coffee, oh God, how many years ago was it? I think it was 2008. And I just got hammered. You never saw so many negative reviews. If only then I had been your friend back then, Mick, you would have said, well, just keep making crud coffee and people will start following you. All right, time to catch up on the thread. My phone dropped, fake YouTube. This is a fine chat room. Yeah, I do the best I can. Although my lighting isn't quite as nice. I love the blue light in your setup. That is very nice. And it's a perfect setup. I mean, it's really neat. You have what, a game console and a computer going when you're doing your stream, right? Yes. Okay. Oh, you leaving? Is that what the hand is? Or jazz hands? You want me to do jazz hands? How do you keep from itching during the whole time? Or you just itch when you're off camera, when you're over behind the thing? Because that is amazing. Because I get, of course, part of the problem is I have a cat. So I'm always getting cat hair in my eyes. Oh, retracted. You retracted your hand. I like that hand. Oh, I got 2 thumbs up for live. Yay. Jeff J gave me a thumbs up. It's got to be Jeff. Although somebody else could do it without signing into the chat, but I want somebody to sign in on chat. I read that Mr. Beast went for like 27 hours live years ago when he was first starting out. I could do it, but I'd have to take breaks, that's for sure. I'd be one tired camper by the end. Why don't you do a stream about surviving cancer? Just a suggestion. Yeah. You mean my 2 times surviving? I could do that right now. I sum it right up. I had colon cancer back in 2007, and that was a big eye opener. And then having my mom die when I was just before my 15th birthday, I think it was, or 16th birthday. And cancer's been in my family for years, but surviving is important. We all, this side of the dirt, and part of this last go round, even though tonsillar cancer is more survivable and supposedly less traumatic, when it hit me the second time and I had the year pre-fear, I mean, wearing a mask is nothing new to me this year because I did it all last year. And 2019, my mantra was every day this side of the dirt is a great day. Although for my radiation, I did have a different mantra. I'd go in there and I go, I'm here for my daily zap. because that's what it is. It's 2 minutes of getting your cancer cooked by radiation. So it was not something I'd wish on anybody. And then the radiologist tells me after I'm done with my last treatment, he says, "Now, just to let you know, this ain't over. You've actually gone through the best part, and well, you've gone through the treatment, and this will keep acting on your system for the next 4 to 5 months." And it did. So that was kind of interesting. But the biggest thing about surviving cancer is seeing the just like you do, Mick. You just got to take your wins where you can. That's why I was really upset when here I was so happy. I had lost weight. Cancer, I was going into getting treatment. I started out at 188, and I went all the way down to 164. And yeah, I looked like crap then because I didn't realize how much my skin color was gone, but it was gone, and I looked like a corpse almost. But I was 164 pounds, and always being hassled about my weight growing up. It was nice to be down again in weight. So I was happy. And then the oncologist goes, "Well, it's not a good thing for you to be down in weight for cancer." And I'm like, "Oh, can I have at least this one win?" So I ate myself back up to 170, and that was after cancer. And then I just got tired of trying to keep my weight up. So I let it fall back down, and I'm at a happy little less than 170. It runs between 165 to 168 and a half. And yes, I guess it's all those years from being wrestler. I mean, you can almost ask me any time of the day, and I'll know my weight to within a couple ounces. Now, are you still here, or is this supposed to be Marathon Cancer Survivor Week? And that's the other thing that just drives me nuts about this is my back of my throat. It feels like it took a getting used to because I've had strep throat a couple of times during my life, and it's like having strep throat 24/7 because the back of your throat just feels it's the same type of a streppy feeling. It's very dry. Just a suggestion. Well, you have great suggestions, Mick. It won't be a dry eye in the house if they saw the last, 10 minutes? Or what I could do is go back into the live stream, cut out the little portions, tell a little story, and have it be like that. We could have little vignettes. Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun. I was just watching. Whoa, what are you complaining about? You're hungry, huh? Well, Mick, if you're still there, just give me a thumbs up or whatever. But I think I'm going to have to feed this cat. Management is calling me. She's letting me know that, well, maybe she'll settle for some petting. You never know. She gets more watches on her videos than I do on mine. I'm going to segment her off. And man, I wish they told it. I did find some information about matting, and unfortunately, her hair is getting all matted, even though I'm brushing it. So I ordered up conditioner for cats, and I'm going to be working at getting all these mats out of her hair this week. That'll be something new. Fake as a man. So you're talking about on YouTube we're fake. I don't think I am. I don't think you are. Although I don't know if you'd be that animated in real life, but then again, neither am I. I'm actually maybe a little bit quieter. There we go. He's back. I'm being told to get off. I think you should build a channel on the subject of honest people. Oh God, I'd get, you know what would happen is all the people that have ever caught me being dishonest in my life would jump on that channel in about 2 seconds. Because I can't say I've never lied in my life. As a matter of fact, I remember I was a compulsive liar until I was about 6 years old. And that was kind of interesting. But yeah, honest people. I'm being told to get off, and I think you should build a channel on the subject of honest people. Maybe, oh God, could you imagine that? A channel of honest people. And then what I could do is go to each one of the YouTube channels and critique how they aren't honest. Maybe I could catch Mr. Beast not being honest, but I got a feeling that that guy probably is. Anyways, I'll let you go, Mick. Thanks again for being my friend and helper. And we were talking a little bit, maybe shade behind your back about being in your cups the other night, but I think that was all more out of concern than anything because we were all worried because you were a little bit morose yesterday. Yesterday, 2 days ago. Okay, I should, yeah, here we go. I hope you drink it the same way I do. Okay, and so you're not logging on tonight then, right? Maybe later. I'll check in later to see if you snuck on because I know you like to play games. And I'm not talking about the games that people play. I'm talking about computer games. Mick, thanks again for everything. You have a great day and you deserve any time that you take off. And I keep on saying, I think 2 days a week is not too much for you to ask and for you to take. Thanks again. This is Bill Dube, the Bill Dube Variety channel. And people, if you are thinking that variety isn't here to stay, I don't know. We'll have an answer for you by the end of the year. Thanks. Bye-bye. And, you know, it's hard to look at the camera and end a stream at the same time. So, yeah, we'll talk again soon, Mick. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Yes, I'm sure I want to end.